There's an ancient Iwi tale of the Titan that ate a star, which could be linked to a possible sequel in this trilogy of Godzilla and Kong. So it looks like Godzilla and Kong the New Empire is doing well in the box office this past weekend. The budget for the movie was around $135 million, and so far it's made around $194 million in just a few days. During an interview with Collider, they talk about how Kong got a mini Kong in his story. Adam Wingard was asked if Godzilla would get a small companion in a future movie, and he said, "It would be great to get a character that reflects Godzilla in his own way." This was something he saw in Godzilla vs. Destoroyah when we saw Godzilla mourning the passing of Junior. They talked about a sequel and where they would go with it. Adam said he has some new ideas of potential foes and plots that would come up. He also said there was not a lot of deleted scenes. They are trying to aim for around 10 to 20 minutes of the final running time. He says the editor's cut for the film was around 2 hours and 8 minutes or 10 minutes, but for the most part, the final version that was released would give you enough footage to tell a story and plenty of action scenes. Over on the website IndieWire.com, they have their own article that covers a few things about the movie, but at the very end, they ask Adam if he would return for another movie, and he said this, "I know what I would like to do with the next one. There's definitely more ground to cover." IGN also has their own article about the story, the finale, and ideas for a sequel. This movie is the exploration of the Monsterverse, Kong finally taking his crown and becoming King Kong. After the epic battle and defeat of the Scar King, we see Kong reigning over his new territory in the Hollow Earth, with the race of apes who had been living under the Scar King's horrific regime, as well as Kong's sweet, adopted baby monkey, Zuko, and the now freed Titan, Shimo. It's a moment that feels triumphant for Kong, which is exactly what Wingard was going for. When asked about what his approach for a sequel would be, Adam said this, "I definitely have some ideas of where they could go. In the way that Kong is treated in this movie, if this movie is successful, I think that the next movie will be the Godzilla version of what we did with this movie, kind of pushing deeper into his story. But Kong's story is still just beginning, even though I think he is coming to his own as the king to a certain degree. He's not going to be a Scar King type of ruler. He's not a dictator of any kind. And so to see how Kong will work with this group and how he himself will be a leader, I think it'll be very interesting because I don't think it'll be straightforward." And over on the website, digitalspy.com, we get a few more answers about a possible sequel to Godzilla x Kong the New Empire. Only time will tell. I think the seductive thing as a filmmaker when you've done 2 movies is to complete it as this trilogy. That's always what everybody expects. We'll see. It really depends on how the movie does. I think that there's a lot of really cool ideas we have about where we would go with it. I'm open to it and excited for what the future brings. So it sounds like Godzilla might be the main star in the sequel and possibly getting a junior Godzilla at the same time. There's been some theories that the next villain could be Space Godzilla, considering this image, which tells the story of a Titan that ate a star and was corrupted by its power. This image shows that this Titan has wings, with a background of space with stars. The body type looks like Godzilla, but the wings could be something new for this Titan if it appears in a new movie, but the wings could be linked to something else. There was some concept art for a video game on Super Nintendo where Space Godzilla had wings. This design was modified and then replaced with the crystal form we know today. It seems like Space Godzilla might be the most talked about villain in the next movie. This is fine, but I'd also like to see Mecha Ghidorah or Destoroyah, or maybe 2 villains at once, with Godzilla and Kong teaming up again. So that's all the updates around this movie. Who should be the next villain? Tell me in the comments section. Thanks for watching.